Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Little tricky ORB today, but got it. Definitely a little tricky. Hopefully we get the volatility that we had yesterday for a little bit. That was good. That was good. My only problem today was that my trade syncer was not turned on. I don't know why. So I did not copy trade into my Tradeify account, which is a bummer because really needed an easy win like today to make back the losses. I made 27 ticks today, 28 ticks yesterday. You know, that probably would have erased Tuesday's loss. So very, very stupid of me to force it on Tuesday and try to make it back, especially on all day accounts. Top step X is down. Let me see if it's down on my. I have it on my phone. Sometimes I use it to like check the market. Yeah, the chart's not loading. The chart does not load. I think we need some music. I have some noise coming through the mic from the outside. Let's get some free music. Is there such thing? All right, let's just keep watching the market because could get a chance to trade. It's definitely gonna be a little bit tricky. I don't know if it's gonna be a good thing or bad thing. Let me know how the music is. I don't know if I should use it. I need to set it up properly where, because then you're gonna hear my QUANTOWER entries and it's gonna freak you out. Imagine that's the reason. NQ Hunter, that would be so funny. Because Patak calls Trade of AOL dial up. And he calls Project X fiber internet. I'm like, how are you gonna call it fiber internet connection and compare it to dial up when you don't even have brackets? Why is your stream always starting with green PNL for every account? Because I trade off stream at 9:30 a.m. Right here, I take this trade every day and I don't do it on stream. It's my main bread and butter. It's my way of making a living. One minute ORB is bread and butter? Not 1 minute, no. It's not an ORB, okay? It's the name is just ORB because it happens at the open, but it's an opening trade, meaning at 9:30. That's all there is to it. There's no range. The range I am referring to when I say opening range trade is this range. Because typically, especially if you look on the time chart, at 9:30 we get an increase in range, right? Look at the range here, and then boom, increase of the range. So I'm trying to just capitalize on that influx of volatility right at the open, and I scalp for a 20 to 27, even up to 30 tick trade. So 4, 5, or 6 points. We're getting a sell-off again. Did I use a hard stop today? No. It went straight into my target. How do I decide the direction? The market decides it. And I kind of just feel it out. 90% of the time I don't bracket. So I don't place an order long and short. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. Today was only a long. Did not even place a short order. But I could have, if the price would have broken even lower here, I would have been short and would have been pissed at myself for stopping out yet again. Good morning, Corey. Yeah, today was a very tricky one. Do you do it, Nepala? And if you do it, how was today for you? Yeah, I was thinking today was a tricky one. My friend texted me that he forgot to check the clock. He trades at work. He missed it, so he was wondering how it was, and yeah, it was a tricky one. All right. think that's enough. Everyone could see it. So now I could switch over to one of the other accounts that we're going to trade. Again, my goal is to get as many accounts to a safety net as possible before I know I'm close to a payout on some Apex accounts. That's how I keep trading them, even though they're at safety net. But I really want to stop trading these accounts and like when they're at 4,000 and stuff, like I want to stop. Basically, I want to get as many accounts, like, 30, 40 accounts to safety net, and then trade smaller size start in August. So then I could survive the opening range trade drawdown for, a few days. It's hard to survive it when I'm using 8 contracts. Because of trailing drawdown and all that. What's your thoughts on prop shop trader? Don't really, seems a little bit too good of a price point, but if you're gonna use them, use a credit card you could charge back, and if you're getting payouts somewhere else, then might as well give them a try if you want. I know some people are doing it, but I am not gonna talk trash about a prop firm. I'm just not really confident in their model. Yeah, we're gonna sell off all the way to the bottom here, so that's good. Because if we get a bounce off the bottom, it could be a lot better, more fun. It's definitely less violent than yesterday. We kind of retested the highs from yesterday, pulling back now, so we'll see if we could find a trade to the upside. And this song is too much. How do you get a chargeback? I don't know. I've never done it, but that's what people say. I think on the Amex, you could do a chargeback on it. You could dispute the transaction, basically. All right. No pullback so far. What the hell is this? I gotta download these songs and make a playlist because some of these songs are so stupid. I don't know if you guys could even hear it. Oh, prop shop bet? I thought you could use Amex on prop shop. Like this song. Let's bring out the volatility, please. Sell off even more. Get some panic going. Right now we're just grinding lower. We made 2 legs lower. Let's still get down to the lows here. If we get down to the lows, it will be the equal legs, right? So we have 1 and we have 2. I'm pretty sure my opening range. Wait, that was the opening range trade. So clean again. Why do I always miss the opening range trade when it works? Come on. I gotta just dedicate an account, I think, to do it. 1 contract and just risk like 1,000 to make like 2,000 or something. Like do like a 2-to-1. I don't know if that's gonna work. Okay, we're at the lows now. Definitely interested in the long as long as we set up for that. Like a small long, of course. The shorts are definitely still in control. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button for me, please. Let me know if you have any questions as well. It's my last stream of the week. Busy weekend with work, so no trading. I mean, no trading after the open tomorrow. I'll trade the open, but nothing after. Okay, make a new high here, please. Just simple. We can make a new high here and go over the moving average and pull back, and I'll go long for a quick 25 ticks. We make a new low, then it resets. Yeah, if anyone's having issues with top step, let me know. I don't think my charts are loading. It's working now, it seems like. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. The data is not working, right? Let me see if I can log into my top step here. Invalid credentials. Guess that resets, made a new low. What's my top step X login? I don't. Won't let me log in. What? Can't even log into your dashboard on Top Step. Keep making new lows. Let's go. We have more support here, so any support level is good. Just waiting for my pattern to show up. Shorts are definitely in control. Okay, big bounce there. Let's see if we could actually make the pattern. So as long as we're at support, location matters and how we do it, but I just need a two-legged pullback. So when it pulls back, I needed to make a newer high, right? Like this. So basically here, we pulled back, we automatically made a new low. That doesn't count. Here we're pulling back. All right, we didn't touch these lows. So as long as we make a new high here and then pull back without making new lows, I'll take a break of this right here. It's basically a 2-try setup. So the shorts eventually will start covering, right? They're writing it down, but eventually they're gonna need a reason to cover. Now again, I'm not looking for a reversal. I'm just looking for a quick pop. I'm not looking to reverse this back to the higher day. That's not what that's for. But we made a new low now, so it just resets. Crazy sell-off here. Was not expecting that at all, to be honest. So I was not prepared to short. Had some good short trades yesterday. Wow. Extreme. So now we're going to see some panic maybe. Any of you guys writing this down? Is anyone writing this down, making some money on the short side? We were 127 points off there. All right. Finally broke over these previous highs here. All right. It's the first time we've seen this. So we have our first pullback right here. I'm going to look for 2 pullbacks. I don't like the 1 pullback because that could just fake out really bad. This could also be just a trap to the short side too. So my trap setup could be playing out right here. Haven't taken a trap to the short side in a long time. I feel like we're kind of too low now for that. It's a risky spot to short, but also risky spot to long, right? Because the momentum's on the sell side, but we've been already selling off for so long without a pullback that at what point is it safe to enter? The concept is stop losses. Where commonly put stop losses are placed. You'll kind of see it if it plays out. Because I used to buy like the first pullback, right? And I would buy it and I would get stopped out so many times. Every day this week has been insane. Really? I thought only yesterday was insane. And yesterday only morning was insane. And then died down quickly. I don't remember Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday was horrible, I thought. So I couldn't even get like 20 ticks. Well, when you say insane, Cedric, I think of like volatile and good. Insane to me is almost good. Like, you know, that was insane. That's what I thought you meant. I guess it was pretty good. But Tuesday, I remember what Monday did. Oh, okay. Still making you lows. Okay, again, first pullback. Can't make these lows though. Cannot make these lows. Gotta go higher. I am trading a 500 tick chart. $500 tick chart is what I'm trading. the 5-minute, it's just straight red. All right, so we have that. Okay. Okay, that's looking better. Okay, next red candle will be my entry after that red candle. Okay, so I have my one pullback. This is the second one, so I'm gonna go along there, assuming that there's some stops. We still have this trend line though, so we gotta be mindful of that. This downward trend line, which is kind of also getting broken, so that's actually not bad. For 30 ticks. Still not in, but yeah, I don't use trend lines at all for any trading analysis. There's a trend line on every damn time frame. But it kind of lets me see that we are above like this. Like sometimes you could get this two-legged pullback, right? And go right into resistance. Versus here, we're already above this first leg. So we're already higher than this, you know, so like I like that. Let's see if we could get a straight up move here. See, boom. Just like that. And I used to trade like this in May all the time. And oftentimes it goes much higher. You know, I just look for a scalp because I just need a base hit. See, that's exactly what I needed. The stops triggered and price moved up. Doesn't mean it's gonna keep going, but that was my plan. I talked about it for the last 30 minutes and just saw it play out. So that's kind of the play. Obviously, this market's been so bad that it's hard for me to copy trade right now with this. But if we get more, then I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, 40 ticks would have been nice for sure. Yeah, 40 ticks would have been nice. Now we could also get a trap now. So now I'm gonna maybe switch accounts to I'm bummed that my Tradeify accounts did not trade today. I don't know why. TradeSyncer just shuts off overnight or something. I don't know. I didn't check. I checked at like 9:28. Was too late to do anything about it. But yeah, TradeSyncer was not on. No, it turns off, like it logs you out of it and stuff. We held the moving average. A little bit of a trap there. Tempted to go long here for continuation this time. I feel like I'm too late now, but I'll give it a try. Yeah. Not as confident in this one. Entry's too high. Entry should have been... As soon as I saw this wick, that's where my entry should have been. If I was playing this trap, I was hoping for this low here, 918. No, I don't use alpha. Nope, I don't use them. I don't know much about them either. I mean, only you know, Gleb. Only you would know the answer to that question, depending on your trading style, right? If you're a scalper and you're looking for 20, 30 points on your regular day basis, then yeah, you'll be greedy. But if you're looking to get 100 points on all your trades, then as a final target, then that's not greed, that's plan. All right, that worked out. That wasn't as good of a trade as the first one, but it was a trap setup. It's just I entered too late. But you could see that two-legged reversal is how this reversal started, right? Before the two-legged reversal, there's no bounce. As soon as we had a two-legged pullback, now there's a reversal of some sort. It might not be a full reversal, right? This might be just a big pullback, but it gives an opportunity for the long side. Versus here, it never did that. It was always one-legged pullbacks, one leg, right? So everywhere you look, it's one leg, new low, 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 big pullback, but it still makes a new low, right? Then we have a small pullback here, new low, small pullback, new low. Now we have a pullback. We don't have a new low, right? Make a new high. We pull back, and that's where I go long. That's where the trade was. Okay, so that's the difference why I went long here and not anywhere else. Even though I was ready for it. This works great on moves like this, where it's a very overextended move. Once you start doing this pattern in the chop, that's when it stops working. And that's when I get frustrated and force things, and they don't work. Good morning, Michael. So the trap is once you basically It's almost a different variation of the two-legged pullback, but a lot of times when I would enter the two-legged pullback, right? So price is going down. Now the trap is also good for a continuation, not just a reversal. The two-legged pullback, I like it more for reversal, but the pattern is very similar. So it pulls back, it makes a new high, and then this low, right, is when the trap happens. So here, we have a pullback, small pullback, a new high, and it went here right below this low and it held it, and that's the trap. So basically what that means is when you're trading it on the wrong side, or you think you're on the wrong side, so if you're on the long side here, right, if you're on the long side here, your stop might be right there, because this is gonna look bearish. This looked pretty weak here. Now ignore this, right? If you didn't see this, this looked pretty bearish, and it was like, oh, this is gonna fall apart. Same thing with shorts. Shorts think that, all right, this is starting to look weak, I could start adding back in. Or they might be stuck from here and they get comfortable here, and it just gets bought up. Shorts also cover into dips. So if they're stuck, or if they're shorting from all the way here and it makes a big pullback, they want to cover any dip that's there. So they cover into this dip and it gets bought up. This is more like a small cap strategy in stocks that I used to notice. I don't know if this happens in the futures as well, but it's just the market structure and how it behaves when people are stuck on the wrong side. It's how short squeezes happen and big dumps happen. There's no bounce or no on the short squeeze. There's barely any like pullbacks, But one day I'll nail a trade from this and hold it for like 100 points or something. Can you do the same move on the short? Yes. I did it yesterday, but I definitely see it better on the long side. So let's look. I have no idea how it's looking right now. I haven't really paid attention, but let's take a look. We made a pullback, new high, so we would need to make. So right now, gotta watch out for the traps here, but right now we have our first pullback. This is the second pullback. So if we have a green candle, right, next green candle, I could short the lows. Maybe I might even do it. If we sell off, then no, but do I have any other accounts I could trade? Okay, so I have a green candle here. That's like the second pullback. If I count this as a pullback, right? And this didn't make a new high. So right now, people are uncertain. Is this going to go up or is this really going to pull back? Like from the long perspective, this is a pretty deep pullback. So they might be a little nervous. Shorts get comfortable, they're like, oh, this might start going back to the lows and retest the lows. Oftentimes we'll retest the lows before we, like a double bottom reversal. Secured another payout from Apex. Let's go. Congratulations. I should be getting close to a payout with Apex. I have no idea. I have so many accounts over safety net and I'll keep trading them. I'm at $5,000 in payouts for July. I haven't updated the thing, but not good, but not bad. It will cover my expenses for the month for the most part if I don't blow up again. NQ is the only bad index on the day. Are you telling me ES is up? I don't have ES up right now. I don't think I'm going to take that short now because this pullback is a little bit too much. Like I would like to see one candle and then go lower. Tempted though. Very tempted. ATR is still good. This could be also a trap here. That's what I'm nervous about. Like they might want to break this level and hold it. Okay, let's see. I'll take it if it goes lower. Okay, I'm in. What a slippage. My goodness. But that's kind of what I'm saying, like the stops. It's a two-legged pullback to the downside. See, if not the slippage, I would have been out. If not the slippage, I would have been out. I'm out anyway. All right. 343. It's pretty good. I was kind of hesitant on this one because of this trap there, but you know, we had the same thing. So we have one pullback. This is a second pullback, a very deep one. And then so pullback, when you're looking to short, hold on, let me just make sure. See, that's why I'm so much harder for me to see on the other side. Yeah, so it's this pullback. This green candle, and this is the second pullback. It's not the red candles. The red candles are part of the patterns direction. So like when I'm trying to trade along, I'm looking for pullbacks with red candles. When I'm trying to short, I'm looking for a pullback with green candles. So this is the pullback here. Hope that kind of makes sense. I don't know if it does, but this is the pullback and this is the second pullback. And then at the low here, I short. Now, I shorted right once this broke and it kind of made a wick. I went below that candle. And then I had like, what, 3 points of slippage, 4 points of slippage, which is quite a lot. Now it needs to make a new low in order to keep going lower. Yeah, right now I wouldn't be so fixed on shorting because we have this big bounce and we do have a double bottom here that we could definitely retest and then go back higher. Obviously, trade your own plan. I have no idea what the market's going to do, but I definitely don't want to short the lows. I've got burnt so many damn times. Exactly, Tom. I went 4 for 4 on my trades today, and I'm very, very happy. And I wish this market would stay like this for much longer. Yesterday was good, and today was good. Tuesday was horrible, and of course Tuesday when I needed these trades, I couldn't get them. You know, Tuesday I was trading 20 accounts with the two-legged pullback, and it just wouldn't work for the life of me because there's just no volatility. And you have to be very, you know, picky with these. It's like we could get a two-legged pullback again here, and I might take it, but is it the optimal place to take it? We didn't retest the lows yet. If we retested the lows, 100% I would be taking it. Let me take my lowest balance account. We could also get into a little bit of a chop. Right? We don't know that, but it's been the pattern lately where the market loves to go into a choppy, rangy, should have taken these on my Lucid accounts, not just Apex. I don't know why I'm just trading Apex. Let's see if we could get one more. So we could get one more here. Struggling a little bit. I'll take one off because, yes, I could add right there. It's struggling. There we go, hit it. All right. Damn, can't ask for a better day than this. I just need more of days like this. I could copy trade. You know, this is a small day, but if I copy trade, this is exactly what I do at the open, except at the open I have a very good confidence that it's going to work every time. So I use massive size and I use lots of accounts, but I just did it 4 times. Same thing. And that's what I was doing in May, early June. It was so good. And then all of a sudden the market just stopped moving. That's going to be it for me, guys. That's going to be it. Not end of the stream, but end of the trading, I think. I have one more account to trade, but again, that account's at safety net. I don't want to even... I don't really want to... Well, we have children music playing. Oh, man, that was good. That was a good way to end the week for me. Obviously, tomorrow is going to be just the opening range trade, but nothing else. That's what we look at here. Hopefully we could get back to 30 accounts. Take Profit Trader is going to be a tough one to break through, but man, if I could get Take Profit Trader to safety net, That would be a game changer. 150K account. With the 150K, I believe it's 4,000. Is it 4 or 4,500? $4,500. Just need one good day for a take profit account. Yeah, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna push for that because I will not risk the account to make a payout because I've done that. I've done that a couple of times before I started to just trade smaller on take profit. That's how they make money, guys. That's how they make money. People want to make payouts in one day or get to safety net in one day. And also the resets, right? People reset the accounts. That's very expensive. Now, if I was close to resetting an account, on Tuesday, I was going to get a payout from take profit, but I lost the account. If I would have gotten a payout on Tuesday, I would have used that payout to reset another 25K. The 25Ks are $440, so it's not the end of the world. But the 50Ks are like 660 and 150K is like 1,500. Been going to sleep so late. I hang out till 11 with you guys. I should really make a video. Today would be a perfect day to make a video about the strategy. Because I talked about it for about a half an hour. Even more. What I was looking for here. What I was looking for down here. And then we finally got it here. What was the first account that I traded though? I'm not sure which. I think it was 438. No, that was short side. But this is nice. When I took 2 trades, up 444, that's very nice. What is with these children's songs? Jesus. Yeah, it looks like the bottom is in for now. Sadly, my Ninja Trader did not trade today, so no trades on Tradeify, which I really needed those trades because I have a long way to go when it comes to recovery. But and then Lucid accounts, I should have traded those as well. They're under 50k. I could get them back up to 50k, that'd be great. Lucid is now 5 accounts and 8 days traded. So I'm very tempted to go more with Lucid. Just evals. You know who said it? Lanto. Lanto said it the best. Once you start to scale up, once you start to size up, and by scale up, I mean on the amount of accounts, evals just become a headache. Like, evals become an inconvenience once you're scaling up in the amount of accounts that you have, especially if you trade like me, where I don't lose all my accounts, right? So like I had like 35. I still got 20. I pretty much had 15 left after that Tuesday's disaster. So I want to focus on those 15 accounts instead of focusing on evals. If you lose all your accounts, then yeah, you could just, you know, focus on evals for a couple of days. But when you still have a lot of accounts, evals just are such a pain. That's why I love Apex evals, because they're pretty simple. Because of the size you can trade with Apex evals. That's the key. And I'm specifically talking about 50k accounts. The 150ks are similar to many other prop firms, and the 150ks are tough. You need news are the best way to go. I didn't know how to trade the news, but now I kind of tried it 2 times in a row. I did CPI and I did NFP, and I both times had good result. Consistency rules, yeah, I mean that's a totally different ballgame. Do I think the tick chart helps me see the patterns better? Yeah, they definitely happen a lot more. So let's take a look at a 2-legged pullback on a 1 minute. Let's see if there would be a setup. Now we're bouncing like crazy. Damn it. FOMO, guys. FOMO. Okay. Let's take a look where and if there's a 2-legged pullback on the 1 minute. Okay, so where I took my trade, there would be no 2-legged pullback, okay? Where I took my trade, there would be no trade right there. And I'm pretty sure that goes across. I can't remember which account I traded first. I did 30 ticks. 30 ticks would be 438. No, that was a short trade. Where was my... $449 maybe? Yeah, okay. So, was this my first trade of the day? When it comes to reversals, maybe. I think that was it. Yeah, so I wouldn't have taken down in 1 minute. This would be a different type of pattern. This would be a bull flag or whatever you want to call it. So you can still take it. There's just no no pattern. But we do have a 2-legged pullback here on the 1 minute. It would have been a little sketch. Okay, it would have been a little sketch. Would have been a little bit, which on the tick chart could happen too. So we have first pullback. This is the second pullback. So here I would have longed, and this is how much room I would have had to take the target. Probably would have been too tight. 30 ticks if I get a perfect fill. But I usually don't place the order right above. I usually go like a little bit. So I would have had 25 ticks. Then the short trade wouldn't have happened. And like you might see a two-legged pullback like this. That is not what I'm looking for, okay? Because this one, now you could trade it. I'm just saying from my perspective. This could be the same concept. Like this is one try, two try. You know, that could be a concept, but I would need this green candle to break this green candle and then pull back, and then I would go long here. So yeah, on the 1 minute, I would not have been able to take any trades, maybe just one here. So that's kind of the answer to that question. I could see, and this is because of the chat. Chat is the one, someone in the chat mentioned it multiple times to take a look at tick charts. And I thought I did, and I didn't really see a benefit of it. And then I realized that if I use a faster time frame on the tick chart, it's more accurate than the fast time frame on the seconds chart. If I use like a 30-second or a 20-second chart, every 20 seconds there's gonna be a new candle. On the tick chart, it's based on ticks and volume and volatility. So like the more volatility, the faster the candles. The less volatility, the slower the candles. And that gives me, right away, it gives me an indication of how the market's moving. If there is volatility or if there's chop, you know, sometimes one candle will take, 2-3 minutes to form. Sometimes the candle takes 2 seconds to form. And I love that. I really love that. Especially on QUANTOWER. On NinjaTrader, the tick charts are a little slow. I think there's something that you got to get, like a plugin or something for a refresh to be faster. So it's it gives me a lot more detail about the market without any indicators, any just visual cues. How the market's moving, the volatility, the range, the volume, all those things I could visually see more on the tick chart than I could see on the minute chart. And I just like it. I got used to it. And I don't use it for the opening range trade though. For the opening range trade, I do use timed candles, just because it would be hard to see when the open actually happens to a second. Like I want to be able to see exactly when the open happens. My chart is 506, yes. Like on MNQ, you would want to use 1500 to kind of get a same ideal, same movement. But again, ticks you could do 200 ticks, and it'll be even faster. If you're like a quick scalper, you could try 200 ticks. Maybe during the slow markets, I should try 200 ticks, because that's what it comes down to. When the markets, it's not that volatile. The longer the time frame you use, the more of a chase you do on the setup, because the setup is gonna take longer to develop. And like for example, my two-legged pullback on the tick chart could happen in 2 minutes, versus on the minute chart, the minimum for a two-legged pullback, you would need 4 or 5 minutes, because that's the only way that it could possibly happen. With the, I need a green candle, then I need a red candle, and I need a green candle, and I need another red candle. That's 4 candles. So minimum 4 minutes. And then you might get a nice deeper pullback on the 1 minute, but by the time the candle closes, it's already green, right? Yeah, the market is definitely reversing, so shorts are definitely feeling some pain. But this could just become a range, guys. Remember, yesterday we had the same thing. We had a nice volatile market for a little bit, and then see, I took a two-legged pullback right here yesterday as well, and then see, so yesterday was the same exact trade. Now this is a 200 tick, but obviously this happened on the 500 tick too. But see, like two-legged pullback on the 200 tick was actually right here. I should stop looking at this because I'm going to start trading 200 tick charts. But maybe during these slow markets, I should use a little bit faster time frame. I was using 500 ticks when the market was moving pretty aggressively. So when we have these slow markets now, 500 tick is not the same that it was when the market was moving fast. Like yesterday, the market was moving pretty fast here, so it was nice. Breakdown yesterday is on the 500 tick. What time was that? 11:21. Okay, so same thing. Big sell-off, right? So we have a big sell-off. That's the key. We have some support, you know, some support, some area of interest. So it's not like a random area of the chart. And I'm waiting for a two-legged pullback. Now, this wasn't my only trade. I definitely have taken more trades here on other accounts. Taking a couple. I had a pretty good day yesterday too. I had a couple losses too though, but this was a good example right here. So you have the first pullback, second pullback. So above this high. As soon as this candle closes red, I place the long end and get it. And a lot of times I could get a much bigger target too. But give me 1 second, guys. I actually got to make a phone call. I forgot. Oops. Hopefully it's not too late. I need a fire permit for a wedding on Saturday, and they told me to call back in the morning today. 1 second. course he's not in. Oh my God. People are terrible. Hopefully I could get it by Saturday. All right, guys. Any other questions before I head out and enjoy my Thursday before a crazy weekend? I'm done. If I sit here, I'm gonna FOMO in. I know that, and I've traded all my accounts except for one, and obviously except for the Tradeify accounts. But I can't risk those accounts. I am going to just skip them for today and trade them tomorrow. Did you say you're gonna make? I didn't say that. I said I should. I said I should. But Corey will tell you how I am about making videos. I posted like 2 videos this year. I'm terrible. I literally get off the computer and I stay off the computer unless I have meetings for my DJ business. I don't know. Time just flies. I mean, yesterday what I did, because I have my friend from California visiting, and he actually works for Apple Corporate. He's an IT guy. But we ran Ethernet cables to my office, so I have hardwired internet now versus Wi-Fi, which I've been planning on doing for a long time now, but finally got that done. So I might be able to boost up the stream quality a little bit. You guys want to see my speeds? Let me see what the speeds are right now. Yeah, not bad. I got 1 gig down, 1 gig up. Solid. I'll be able to upload the videos very fast if I ever make them. All right, guys, hit the like button, and I'll see you all on Monday, unless I make a video, but no promises. I have a lot of videos I want to make, like Take Profit Trader payouts, June total payouts, overall view of the first half of the year. Today's strategy video would be perfect because I talked about this for so long and then it happened. So I'll be working all weekend though. So if I don't get the video done today, then there's no videos. I'm working tomorrow and Saturday. I'm off Sunday. All right, guys, be good. Be safe. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to smash that like button. I'll see you guys. Sorry for a short stream, but again, I have a friend visiting from California, so I don't want to sit here all day. And he's here till next Thursday. But he's still in California time, so he wakes up a little late. I think he just woke up. I heard something, but Follow me on Twitter, guys. And let me post a Discord link if you're interested. Get some more people in the Discord, posting P&Ls and such. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And I'll see you all on the next one. Be good and have a good weekend. And have a good Friday as well, of course.